I don't know about our phone connection.
No, it should be good.
Okay.
You want me to press yours too?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Okay, we are now live.
Are we live on all the devices?
I think so.
Oh!
1, 2, 3.
Hello, everybody. Okay, let us know once you're here because we're literally live right now on 1, 2, 3 devices. Like, we have no idea who's here, where you're at, or what's happening. Also, the dogs are really ticked that they're not in here with us right now. Okay. All right, so if you're on YouTube, let us know you're here.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
Oh, we got InstaFam. Let us know where you're watching from. Where are you guys at in the world today?
You guys all just squished on the couch.
We're in
Very cozy.
we're in sunny Wisconsin.
Thanks, Tube. What's up, guys? Welcome. I know we're all
can I read my phone?
You should pull it out on your phone. So
Oh,
you can not
you're
have to
so
lean
smart.
forward.
I have Pokemon Go on my phone right now.
Smart.
Let me pull up. I can pull up your live.
Okay.
There you go.
While I'm doing that, you see where everyone's from.
Okay, so it's hard to keep up with all three. Oh, my mom's on.
What's
Hi,
up,
Hi, Mama Mason.
Oh, love it.
Let us-
Okay, so we thought for the first 5 minutes we could do some quick fire rounds. And so if you guys have got any quick fire questions, let us know. But just simple stuff. Let's start with the first one. We'll do tea or coffee.
Oh, I'm tea.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah.
I'm tea.
Yeah, so tea, coffee. You'll notice these two are very similar and these two are very similar.
Okay, so would you rather be parked in hot weather or cold weather?
Cold.
Cold weather. Yeah.
I so prefer experiencing warm weather, but to keep the bus a good temperature, cold weather.
I prefer cold, dry weather.
Yeah. Because you guys haven't been in super hot weather in the bus yet.
Oh, we
We
have.
Did
North
you?
Carolina.
Okay.
That was rough.
Yeah.
Oh, from Brazil. What's up?
Ooh.
So we've got, if you're just joining, we've got an IG live on Outback Skoolies, on ours, and then YouTube over here. So if you're joining in from YouTube, let us know where you're at. We see we've got Brazil, England, Florida, and somewhere else in the house. Hi, guys. Also, you can ask whatever. We've got some rapid fire questions to kick things off on our end. But if you guys have any questions, anything that you're wanting to know, ask it in the chat and we'll be sure to get to it. What were your other rapid fire questions?
Yeah, we got some more. Okay. Netflix show or a movie?
Show.
A series or a movie?
Series.
I think a movie.
Movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Series just takes
a real
takes
movie.
too long. I think.
Like a real movie.
You're stuck on a series, it goes your whole day.
Pause due to poor connection.
Oh no.
There we go. We're back.
Oh, wow.
I would do a series as well.
Yeah, I think I'm always looking for a good series.
Yeah.
However, I do just like the authenticity of a movie. You know?
I rarely watch movies, I'll say that. Rarely.
Yeah.
If I'm on an
Is that why
airplane-
we can't get a movie night in?
Yeah, you guys are let's watch a movie. I'm oh, such a commitment.
Let's not.
Want to watch 4 episodes of New Girl? I'm like,
Yeah, I can do that fine.
Do that. Okay, would you rather, are you a night person or a morning person?
night.
Morning person, yeah.
Really?
Get it done nice and early. Wake up early.
That's true. When we walk the dogs in the morning and see Charlie out
Charlie's
and about,
already
he's
up.
like, hello, let's go. How's
been
it going? I think someone asked something on theirs.
It's morning from West Bend, Wisconsin.
Oh, it says there's a lot of static, just so you know.
Oh, bummer.
Oh no.
Come join on YouTube. It might be better.
Yeah, keep us posted if it gets any better or if it's staying the same or worse. We would love to know because we can't see what you see. So that sounds good. I love movies and series. Same. I love movies and series, but if I had to pick, I'm going to watch Great British Bake Off before I'm going to commit to an 1.5-hour movie, even though 2 episodes of Bake Off is more than that.
And I feel like it's how you so when I watch a movie, I feel like I have to commit to 2-3 hours. Whereas in a series, it's I can have little breaks in between.
Yeah.
30 minutes. Oh,
I lose interest too fast.
Yeah.
If the first episode doesn't get me,
You're over.
I'm
You're done
done.
with it.
I'm on fire.
Where are you guys today and what's on the agenda? Thanks for asking. So we are in northern Wisconsin at these guys' A-frame. Their bus is right over here. Our bus is where we're at right now, and their A-frame's right over there. And what's on the agenda today, guys? What are we doing?
So we're fully renovating one of the bedrooms. We've what have we done so far, Scott? Boulder shoulders.
We tuck down ceiling. We put up insulation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put up new ceiling, and we're
Yes.
gonna put some fox beams up, right?
Fox
Charlie?
beams. You haven't heard of fox beams? Check out our stories.
They're like faux beams,
Yeah.
but they're pronounced fox
But these
beams.
With a
guys,
twist on it.
yeah.
I've been painting.
And we're gonna paint it.
Yeah.
Paint. We got some flooring as well, so hopefully we
Yeah,
get the
a lot of
whole
flooring.
bedroom done.
It looks so good already. What were you gonna say?
We're trying to get one bedroom done
Yeah.
because it's getting very cold in Wisconsin. And that's maintainable in the bus for a while, but
Yeah.
not forever.
Yeah. And someone asked, did we get the Jeep hooked up? No, we don't have all the parts. So when
No,
we get
we
back
have
to
all the parts. Oh no, we technically don't.
Yeah, we don't have all the
actual
parts.
hitch,
so
but
the
yeah.
Jeep front toe is like set up. And then when we get back to North Carolina, we'll get the Jeep fully set
from
up and
Madison.
hooked up. What's that?
Sorry.
So much going on.
I know. We're like a pinball machine over here looking at all the cameras. I'm actually gonna take a picture right now.
Do you want to make sure the Wi-Fi's in the window?
Okay.
Are you connected to your Wi-Fi as well on the phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want
Yeah,
to
it's a little spotty in here on the phone sometimes. Nicola's checking the Wi-Fi.
All right.
In the window.
What's
real
up,
quickly.
Kanging It? Good to see you guys. Are you guys living your best life in Spain? Looks amazing. Hello, in Wisconsin. Hi, guys.
We love Madison.
We haven't been to Madison yet. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, ask them. We will answer all the things.
Yeah, so we've been on the road for just a little over 2 months now. And how long were you guys officially on the road for? Because I said like 2 years, but
We left in March of 2021. And then, yeah, I guess like a full year and a
it's
half.
going on 2 years though.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Wow.
gosh.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys have any questions, so a couple of things we want to talk about today. We want to kind of talk about you guys and your experiences, how we can learn from you guys, but then also like you guys have got big projects going on now. So the transition from what you're doing now to what's gonna happen.
Sure.
Is it the end of bus life? All that stuff. Like we'll get into it.
This feels like the talk show. Like, stay tuned. We're gonna get into the juicy go.
Oh, we gotta wait for Charlie, and Charlie's checking the
He's checking
the
our
Wi-Fi. So.
But appreciate you guys telling us it's a little staticky, so
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
we can fix it.
What is
Tell us
going
all the
on here?
things.
That's what we get for living in northern Wisconsin. Although we do have fiber optic up here, so
That's true.
that was like a rare find in the Northwoods.
And do you think we should take it to the house?
We could. It wouldn't be as cute of a background. But
Because I know, like on our phone gets super spotty in here.
Thanks, Sharon. Okay, I'm gonna jump back up here and see if we missed anything. You guys, it's so good to spend some of our Sunday with you.
you put it in the window.
Thanks for being here.
That should be better.
Okay.
It's having a hard time. It's freezing. That was a little bit ago, though.
Okay. If anybody's on right now,
Let us know how
Is-
the connection is right now.
Should we move to the house or should we stay in the bus?
Let us know how the connection is so we can know. Because otherwise, like, you guys are our secret agents. You tell us all the things. Yeah, so if you're on IG Live right now, let us know how the connection is. Charlie just went and fixed it.
Should be
Okay.
good.
I don't
And
know if we should go to the house. I feel like if it's super spotty, it's
You're
just
not
not an
gonna go to the
enjoyable.
some static still.
Okay, let's.
And
let's
then what does that say? Have your beautiful deer been around today?
Yeah.
Yes, I
well,
have.
we saw them on the corner today.
Yeah.
You want to just take it all to the house?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Okay,
We're gonna run.
we'll be right back. Well, actually, you can just come with me.
Oh, see, it's pausing due to poor connection. Hello. We're moving to the cabin. Here, Charlie.
You want a tour?
A little tour of the
Tour,
property.
Tour in my face as we walk.
Uh-oh, where'd my other shoe
Sound
go?
is crackly. Sorry, guys.
Hey, where'd my other shoe go?
Oh, it's right behind you, Charlie.
2 minutes. We'll be back. Mate, you can come for the walk if you want.
We're moving.
What room?
Somebody said move to the house. That's what we're doing. We're
moving to
going.
the house.
It's happening.
You guys gonna come with me. Hello. We are moving to the house. We'll have better connection.
We're set up to the outside with like all the deer.
We do have. Have you put the Wi-Fi out?
Where should we go? The living room?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a job site right now.
Okay.
It's a total construction zone in here. So you can see what it looks like in progress.
If you're just joining us, we are moving
Where do you
locations.
wanna
Wherever. Yeah, let's do so.
go?
Oh yeah, that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we just bring your chairs out?
I think we have 4:30.
Okay.
Or should we face this?
Thanks, guys. This was great.
Are we taking the chairs?
No, we don't need chairs. I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
and
is
your
this
YouTube
better?
looks way better.
Guys, let us know if it's better. It looks better on our
I
end.
feel like the fireplace is blocking the signals. No, seriously though.
You reckon?
Yeah. it does.
What's up, everyone? If you're just joining us, we just moved from the bus to the house because we're having better service here. Let us know if it looks good on your end. Oh, big love to you as well. And let us know where you're watching from. Where in the world are you? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
Oh, Scott. Can't see Scott.
Yeah, we
Should
can.
we scoot back?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go back.
it's like a balance between like you want to be close so you can
I know.
read
Can you make your
things,
screen brighter?
but then you get yourself far away, get us all in.
All right. Definitely let us know how it looks on your end now. Oh, you're recording something.
That's just a mic. Oh, Alex is on.
What's up, Alex?
Well, Alex.
Alex, we want to hear all about your new build. So Nomadic Alpha is building. What is it called?
It's like a off-roading adventure something.
It's a beast.
It's a beast.
Should we move on? Okay.
Oh, perfect. Hey, how's it going? Who's that just jumped on YouTube?
I can't see.
Here's well, we gotta see. What's up, Jerry Schweitzer? Good to have you here.
Smokey the Bus said you guys want to go to Alaska next summer. I would love to go to
Alaska.
Alaska.
We were
We
just
wanna
talking
go to
about whether
Ala-
we prefer cold weather
Yeah.
or hot weather. Alex, which weather do you prefer?
Alex is one of those travelers who likes to be in the cold at all times. Like he'll take his rig up to the Yukon in the dead of winter just because he's crazy. What's up, King in it? What's up,
Jess
Jess is
Loretta?
on. Hey, Jess.
Hi, Jess. Oh, good to have you here. I like that. All the whys. Hey, friends. So we're in gnarly. We're in gnarly. We're in Nicole and Charlie's A-frame right now. Can you see how epic this window is behind us? It's like glorious. It just goes on and on and on.
Someone said they can't hear us now.
Oh, because you hit the microphone thing.
I know, but like I'm trying to I can't change that.
Oh, just restart it then.
That's weird.
Who's got the best eyes?
I don't without my glasses.
Like vision?
Vision.
Probably you. You've had LASIK.
Yeah, but even that's hard for me.
All right, guys. I'm in technical difficulties.
Okay. Oh, we got a couple more. Here, switch with me and I'll keep YouTube. You keep over Insta. I like watching you from Nebraska. Looks better. Watching from outside Tulsa, Oklahoma. Oh, my
Nice.
family's in Tulsa area. Are you guys coming to Nebraska?
The goal is to come everywhere.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Nebraska.
Here, let me.
Yeah, everywhere and anywhere.
Did we go to Nebraska? No. We drove straight past Nebraska.
There we go.
Okay, so let's kind of jump into it. So for those of you that don't know, we met Nicole and Charlie in Hawaii. That was the first time
We met in real life.
when we actually met in real life. We've been keeping up with each other on social media because you guys, we got the buses at similar times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we
you
got
just
ours
guys-
a little bit before them. They got theirs right before COVID or right after COVID.
I think
It was May 2020.
They just knocked those out way faster.
Way faster freaking machines over here. But then we stayed up with each other through social media. We even FaceTime before we met in real life. And we decided to plan a vacation together before we're meeting in real life. And so the first time we met was last October in Hawaii. It was awesome.
We got a tiny house together.
We did. It was
Actually,
like-
smaller than the bus.
It was either we got along really well or we hated each other by the end of it.
Thankfully, it turned out great. We love each other so much. But yeah, so we met for the first time in real life in Hawaii last year, and we've just kept up with each other since really 2020. And it's been really cool to see their journey and what they've been getting up to, and for them to see us like hitting the road and getting to come stay with them at their beautiful property just after hitting the road. Like this has all been such a dream so far. Someone said, did you get your leaks fixed in the bus? Well,
we don't know yet.
Kind of, sort of, maybe not.
So we had some issues with, which was crazy because we put in our freshwater tank, and I had this fear in the back of my mind because we never tested it. That I'm like, whoops, if the tank leaks, and I'm like, there's no chance the tank's gonna leak. And it turned out that not only did the tank leak, it wasn't even the joints. I literally had holes in the freshwater part of the tank that.
But not from us and not from anything that we did. That's just how the tank came, but we didn't know until it was filled. And so Scott's done the JB's plastic weld on a lot of it. I think we've gotten a lot of it fixed, but we don't know until we drive. So every time we drive, we find it. But it is way better than it was. Yeah.
I feel like there's always a leak somewhere.
Yeah.
Whether it's not from the roof or from
everyone's bus has a leak in it.
Yeah, so true.
It's funny, we were talking the other day, and it was raining here the other day, and they were saying like how relaxing it is in the rain. Me and Charlie are like, no, all I think about is leaks.
I wonder if anyone else has that feeling as well. Whenever it rains, you ever think about just what's leaking in the bus?
I love it. But yeah, we'd love to go to Nebraska. We'd love to go. We want to go everywhere. But that's how we, like, Scott and I want to travel. We want to just take our time, like what we're doing here. We're not rushing to leave, spending a couple weeks here. I feel like we're getting to know these guys' little town, get to know the people at the coffee shop. We know the neighbors now. Staying somewhere at least a week, or two, so you really get to know some people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what made you guys want to buy in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Someone wants to know.
Oh,
That's your question for Nicole.
Sure. My parents have had a summer, or I guess a cabin up in northern Wisconsin since I was a kid, and my dad lives up here full time now. So we just wanted what's it called? Like a home base to be close to my dad if we ever need to be, or if we wanted to take a break from traveling. So
you also, we're in the market for an A-frame. We thought that was super cute. And to find something that is close to family, it was just a bonus for us. So we jumped on it straight away. Yeah. Nicole just knew straight away.
I knew
when you saw it.
I knew what I wanted.
She knew what she wanted.
I love that. What's up, Hope Bus? Glad to have you here. We are in Nicole and Charlie's A-frame cabin right now. Both of our buses are parked out front. And if you guys have any questions or want to know anything, ask away, and we'll be here to answer them. We did get a few questions in advance, so we can go ahead and answer some of those.
That's great.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. First question, numero uno, is what was the biggest adjustment for you to bus life? So you guys can answer that. What was the biggest adjustment that you had starting bus life?
I think for me, it was that you don't think about the responsibilities that come with it. Like traveling is so much fun. It's amazing. We love it. But you also never stop planning. Like you always have to be thinking about where am I going to sleep? When am I going to buy groceries? When am I going to go to a laundromat? How are we going to pass through a town to make sure we can do that? So it's like you're constantly planning where you're going to feel safe.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, that's what. So kind of similar thing, because I said like once you're in a place and you've got everything, like the actual, for me at least, the actual living in the bus is easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the, I said to Ashley, it's just the, like, you don't have infinite stuff. So like water is something that I feel like I got to keep an eye on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like even though we haven't ran out of water, it's just in the back of my mind, like how much water are we using? Like, whereas a house, I never thought about like how much water I'm using.
Yeah.
But even with like right now with the diesel heater, I run the heat on the diesel heater, but I'm like, I got to make sure I have diesel ready to go in case it runs out. Whereas when I turn the heat on in a house, it's not like I have to think about that stuff.
Yeah.
So just different thought processes, I feel like.
So all in all, a lot of planning, whether it's where you're staying or how you're using your resources.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Somebody said, are you looking forward to your UK visit in November?
How did you know?
Or would you make a
similar bus purchase in the UK? First of all, how did you know we're going to the UK? If you didn't know, we are going to the UK in November. Us two. Maybe these two. No, I'm kidding.
Next year.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd do a bus in the UK. I think a van would be really cool too in the UK for sure.
I like the size that Kingingit has. Like their custard, the bus, it's almost like this hybrid between like what we have in the States of a Sprinter van, but bigger and wider than that. And so like what Wandering Home and Kingingit have, I think is perfect for like the UK and those tiny little lanes and those tiny little roads. I don't think we would take Honey over there. There's no chance.
Would you do like a swap, like somebody in UK for bus?
Yeah, someone want a house swap with
House
us?
swap, bus swap. That'd
That's
be cool.
a great idea.
We would totally love that.
We could get
Yorkshire would be great. Such a bus. Yeah, totally. The Yorkshire area, like the district, the Lake District, like all that would be beautiful to do bus life in.
So in England, though, like for custody the bus and those type of vans, you actually have to get a CDL license to drive.
Yeah.
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 So,
Whereas in the US, if you're watching from outside the US, in the US for most states, as long as it's registered as an RV, you don't need a CDL or anything, which is really nice.
yeah.
That's a question that a lot of people have.
Can you use your license, your American license in the UK?
I still have my British license.
Yeah,
as
he's
well,
still got his
so,
British license.
Yeah.
Still valid?
Still
Yeah.
valid. 2027.
They haven't taken it from him.
If you get pulled over, do you show your British license?
Yeah. I'm sorry, enough around.
Yeah, sorry, that. Leave it alone.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
another question.
Another question is, what are some personal goals that you've set for yourself? Like, what are some personal goals you're working on in life right now? Who wants to answer that?
Oh, that's good.
Who wants to get personal?
Personal goals.
Also, for us, I think we just got this A-frame, so I think getting it livable is the goal right now.
Yeah. I also think one thing that comes with traveling or full-time travel is it's hard to have a constant routine.
Yeah.
And I think Charlie and I want to put some stability in our life, at least temporarily. I know personally, like, I felt my mental health has been a little lower than it normally was. So I just want to like get back on the right path, do
Yeah.
things that I know make me happy, like consistently working out and eating healthy,
Yeah.
that maybe I haven't been doing in the past 6 months. So that's kind of my focus right now.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, you guys.
I think I wasn't thinking of this, but I think one of the things I'd love to do is get into like a workout habit. Like I feel like we have visions of like what it's gonna be like, but then once you get on the road, like it looks completely different. And that's kind of almost like what I was thinking, like from personal growth is like managing expectations, because I feel like you kind of have this thing like once the bus is done, like oh, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be this, but then things bump up, plans change, and just like learning just to go with the flow and just be okay. Like this is all part of the journey, the fun, the adventure, and just like managing those expectations, I think.
Yeah.
I love that.
About you?
What about me? I don't know. Everything that they said is good, so I could
I'll just
piggyback off of that. I haven't thought about that question like in depth. I would say the things that I'm currently like working towards, whether I realize it or not right now, is just having like my kind of chill, relax, quiet time in the morning to like process. Cause I'm definitely the type of person, once I'm up and going, I can just like hit the ground running and not like take time to pause or like just be and rest. I'm not a very restful person naturally. So I've been trying to get in the habit of doing that more lately, like just taking my time, taking in the day, taking in what I want from the day. So I guess just like slowing my roll in the morning has been something I've been practicing. And so I guess that's a personal growth because it does allow me time to just better reflect and think about my life, my day, what I want to do. So I know we get this question a lot about the Jeep and towing the Jeep.
Oh, it's good.
Chase Marie Jose.
Hi,
Hey, guys.
hi guys.
Is that Facebook, Chase?
Is that Chase from
MySpace?
MySpace? I think it's Chase from MySpace. So yeah, I mean, the bus is not 100% done, meaning projects are still yet to be done on the bus. We just wanted to hit the road because everything's livable, everything's good to go. And one of the projects still to do is towing the Jeep. We don't have all the parts for it. So once we do and get back to North Carolina, we'll connect the Jeep and get ready to tow.
Wait, are you guys towing your Jeep?
We get a question more than any other question.
Before I forget, somebody said, can you mortgage a bus like as if it was already finished? So that'd be a good
I can
question.
totally answer that. So if you guys don't know, I'm a tiny house broker. So I help people buy and sell tiny houses, buses, vans, container houses, houseboats, like whatever it is. So you can get a loan, but it's not a mortgage. So you can get a personal loan, an unsecured loan, a HELOC loan. Different credit unions have like small purchase loans for like $50,000 that you can get for a personal vehicle that's not considered a like traditional lot vehicle. You can get, and if you want to know more, feel free to DM me and I can give you the resources. But you can get a loan and get financing for a bus or something like that. It's just not considered a mortgage because let's be honest, the government does not recognize this as like a normal way of living. It is definitely considered alternative living still. So yeah, hopefully that answers that. Someone wants to know where in the UK you're from.
So my province is South Yorkshire. So my town would be Rotherham. If you don't know Rotherham, you might know Sheffield. If you
Which
don't know
is like 20 minutes
Sheffield,
away.
Manchester. Manchester's like an hour away from
If you don't know Manchester,
London.
England.
Manchester, England, we're like right in the middle.
It's funny. So for the past couple of days, like we've been talking about different nostalgic things, and Charlie being from Australia and Scott being from England, like they had a lot of the same like entertainment influences. I feel like, whereas they'll start quoting something, and Nicole and I are like, "Yeah, that wasn't a thing here."
Which is funny because I said to Ash last night, I was like, I wouldn't have thought off the top of my head like Australia and England would have that many similarities, but it makes sense from like an entertainment standpoint. Yeah.
I do need to keep you in mind. I've been looking for school or bus to start on. Totally. Hit me up. You can DM us whenever or email us. Would love to help. What does that one say?
Northeast UK, you mean?
Sure.
Smack dab center
We're
of
like,
the
we're actually
country.
like Midlands, like we're the center of
How
Europe.
close are you to where Paddington Bear lives, Scott?
I do not know.
Paddington Station, 3 hours.
Yeah, it's like 3-4 hours.
That's the best question ever. Was that my sister? Yeah. Hey, Brock. I love that.
Hi, Ash's sister.
What does that one say? I can't read that.
I
All of us
I
leaving it.
have something buzzed.
I think building bus like this with UK's weather would be difficult.
Oh,
so
we built our bus in northern Wisconsin.
yeah, which I think that makes a big difference. Like if you had a warehouse or something, it'd be completely different. But for us, we were in North Carolina, so we probably had different issues than you. But ours was like it was either raining or it was like 100 degrees.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine building in the rain because that just trekking through.
Yeah, but Charlie used a wet towel saw in like 0 degree weather. He
That's
came
horrible.
inside and he's like, my fingers are frozen.
The accent. I love that.
Hi from Georgia.
Hi.
What are your favorite? What does that say? What are your favorite? Who's your favorite sister-in-law?
My favorite sister-in-law is Nicola. Who's your favorite sister-in-law?
I'll get back to you.
TBD, Brooke. TBD. If you're on YouTube joining us, let us know if you have any questions. IG fam, let us know if you have any questions.
What are some of the questions that we got asked?
Yeah, another one that people had is around how much did your build cost? Do you guys have a rough number?
We calculated.
We
We came up with like 43,000.
The bus
Okay.
itself was $3,500.
Yeah.
And then materials, labor, about 36,000.
Materials and labor.
Cool. Yeah.
And then the bus on top of that.
The bus on top of that. Yeah.
Included.
43
43 including.
included.
Included.
And a couple of
Okay.
mechanical issues just to kind of get started. So 43.
Yeah.
But we went in the intentions of it being under 20 at the start, and as you go, you just keep.
Which
keep
is
building.
just one of those things like because people who built their bus in 2018, that might have been the case.
Mm.
Truly, when you're
Yeah.
building your bus, even now, it's going to be more than any of us spent.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, materials are more expensive than they were.
I feel like
3
buses
years
in
ago.
general are just more expensive
Buses,
now.
like
But
we
also-
all got our buses for under $4,000, and now those same buses go for like $7,000 or $9,000.
Yeah. But I also think like it was our first time ever DIYing anything.
Yeah.
So I feel like we had so much unused material, like
Yeah.
waste, because we were just amateurs. Where now I think if we built a bus again, we could definitely cut costs.
Yeah. Yeah, that was us too. I mean, we had sometimes where we'd have to buy double the plywood that we needed because we messed up on this one sheet, but we needed the full sheet and all of that. Looks like a message was retracted.
Oh yeah, that's not including the time on the bus. So if you count like, I don't know what you bill is that we're amateurs, maybe like $30 an hour.
No.
I mean, it was so much time. It was every weekend for us for 9 months, and I know you guys did 2 years based on like. I think something you said was so smart about how like when you're building bus, people always ask how long it takes, but you said like no one's situation is different.
No one's situation is the same. Yeah, it's so subjective to what your life situation is. Because someone saying they built their bus in 3 months might mean that's all they did. They didn't have a job. They didn't have, family or these other obligations. They just had 3 dedicated months. when people ask us, it's like we had 2 years, but you know, that was for the first year, maybe working on it 1 day a week or a couple hours after work some days. And so it wasn't really 2 years, but it also calendar wise was. I don't know if that's making sense, but each person's situation is so different. Your job's different. Your finances are different. Like, so just keep that in mind. Like if someone says they built their bus in 2 years or 9 months or 3 months, just keep in mind it's going to be different for you depending on your cash flow, your work situation, and your just responsibilities.
Yeah, and we haven't actually sat down and done the math on what it cost us and stuff,
No.
but we kept all the receipts that we tried to keep all the receipts, so hopefully.
So yeah, we want
It's
to
one
do
of
a
those things
video.
like, do we dare add it up? I don't
It's pretty scary.
Yeah, but the bus itself for us cost $3,000. For these guys, $3,500. So I mean,
Pretty much twins, though.
yeah,
You look at both
our
the
buses are so similar.
What does that one say? Do you have plans to move back?
Do you have plans to move back to a house ever?
Well,
I mean,
do you have plans to move back to a house ever?
We're gonna keep our bus so we can leave in
Yeah.
the winters. But at this moment, we're excited to be in one place for a little bit and,
Yeah.
and get back on track. And we'll see in the next few months things might change and back on the road.
We get bored very easily, so probably a mix of both for us.
Yeah, and
I think
I
it's just started.
yeah, and I love that. I feel like to me, I view the bus as such a house. Like I know other people don't, but to me, like I'm like, come over to my house, or to the dogs, I'm like, let's go home. It's seen as such a house that I don't know. It's just it serves a totally different purpose, obviously. So I'm just all for living in the moment and doing, what you're feeling like you're supposed to. Someone wants to know if you want to go through.
No.
Charlie, do you ever plan to do a road trip through Australia?
Yeah, actually, we follow a few accounts that are doing road trips in Australia, a few van accounts. There's no school buses.
I've seen school buses in
There's school
Australia.
buses.
Have you?
Not the real big,
Like the city
magic
buses.
school buses. None of the
Yeah,
Simpsons
cool.
looking things. But yeah,
Okay.
I think eventually we do want to spend some time in Australia with my family, and it's just so beautiful the entire country, and it has it pretty much mapped out. Little spots where you can we want to do it.
Charlie's brother is also like super talented at everything, so I feel like if we bought a
Yeah,
vehicle,
I'll
we
put
could park
together
it at his
a
house,
I'm planning to
knock
see.
it out.
If you're watching, you're getting put to work.
Gully will be there.
Yeah, I planted a seed in my brother's mind. I said, look, we'll buy the place, we'll buy the bus or the van, and we'll just put your house. And you want to work on it, go for it. But no pressure.
Somebody said, do you think bus conversions are becoming more popular?
Oh, totally. Totally. From 2017 to 2020. So in 2020, bus sales went up, what was it, 215%. And then in 2021, they went up an additional 60%. So it's like people are getting into this lifestyle so much more. And I think that's because of accessibility of seeing others do it. And
More
resources.
information.
And people are working, a lot more people are working remotely.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Like
think
for all
you're
of-
even seeing we recently went to Winnebago, who's manufacturing line, and you're even seeing like the big companies like that starting to shape their models like around like what people are doing in conversions, like with the solar, with the like it's like they're leaning towards more what people are customly trying to make and stuff, and so I think that just even shows a shift in popularity to it.
And with the quote unquote, like the housing crisis, like it's so hard to find affordable housing. And so for so many of us, I mean, it's very rare that you see people build their rigs over $100,000 if they're doing the build themselves. And so like the fact that you can get this luxury, awesome house on wheels for under 100K usually, I mean, and then it's hard to find a house for that much. It's just, it makes it easier for people. Someone wants to know, what is the biggest expense for a bus conversion? That's a great question. Solar.
Absolutely.
Your whole solar setup, like the lithium batteries or the panels, the inverter, the charge controller, like it's expensive.
And I remember talking to Jay from Kelson Jay, and he said that's the stuff that you don't want to skimp on.
Yeah.
You don't want to buy cheap. Like all that is so important. Whereas like a countertop, like if you get the cheaper stuff, it's just what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, whereas like when you start buying cheap wire and cheap, all that stuff for electric, it's like, it's just not worth it. Like that's the place you want to make sure you do it right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even installing it as well. Like we, a lot of things we did ourselves, but electric. Our Uncle Dave, he helped us a
Uncle
lot.
Dave.
Exactly.
So if you're not confident, I'd get a professional to walk you
Mhm.
through it, or that's one of the things.
Yeah, to do it safely.
Safely, yeah.
Because the last thing you want is anything electrical not done well or safely.
How's your back right now? You've been working hard on that.
On that A-frame, stoked to see the renos on YouTube. Oh, Nutrients
It's my
Adventure.
shoulders holding,
Yeah.
Holding up all the planks.
I know. She also asked, do we know who won Gutted? We do not. I think they had to sign an NDA, so no one knows. We just got to wait for season 2 to come out. I'm pumped. Has anyone kept up with the Gutted series? It looks like amazing, and season 1 was so good. Yep. So, welcome to Skoolie Life. Rolled Goose said they're new to Skoolie Life, and Parish Skoolie helped them with some of their motor maintenance. Yeah, those guys know what they're talking about when it comes to an engine and stuff like that, and are so helpful. And then someone else wants to know, have we had any trouble finding places to park? Not at all, really.
But I think so much of that is also like we travel different to
That's true.
like everybody's journey is different, right? So like for us right now, we've stayed with friends and family, and we've even paid for like different campgrounds to park up at. Now that was given because we was in the midst of summer, so we wanted to hook up to run our AC.
For
But
the
it's
dogs,
like,
yeah.
whereas like we know other bus couples that are moving every 2-3 days going, and I think you guys were more like that, like go. And so I think that just depends. Like if you move in every day, I think you're gonna have more of that. We've got a plan, we've got to find out where are we gonna park tonight. Whereas for us, like right now we're here, and now our next plan is to get to North Carolina, and so we only have that short stint to kind of figure out how do we get there, And so I think it's all different. Like there's definitely places to park and hook up, but it just takes that extra planning.
We had some trouble.
We've had some trouble.
But like you said, like we would move quite a bit because we were just so excited to
We got
see
friendly,
everything.
yeah.
So we definitely prefer, we've never traveled on the East Coast too much, but we definitely prefer going out west because there's so much free campgrounds there. But it was like the second that you get back in the Midwest, like South Dakota, Nebraska, Minnesota, North Dakota, Wisconsin, Illinois, it's harder to find camp spots right on your way. We stayed at we've slept at rest stops, Walmarts.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
But
then.
well, a lot of
Yeah.
reviews. Like you see a place that has like someone that wrote a review 3 months ago and said the spot's totally fine, and
It might be
get there,
wrong.
We get there and it's all demolished. Like
Yeah.
So it happens, but I think just having plans,
Yeah.
plan B's and C's.
Well, and that's the truth. We haven't been on the road long enough to have all that experience. Whereas the time that we have been, it's been somewhat straightforward, other than we're going to be passing through Chicago, and we had a place that we stayed in Chicago last time, but that was like $50 a night. So we're just trying to find somewhere free. So I just called a bunch of churches and asked someone to take us. And so someone's doing that, but it's like one of those things where, if we weren't, I don't know, it's just.
And I will say, there is a lot of good resources out there. Like what you said, there is different places that do reviews. We're using Harvest Host. There is Boondockers Welcome, Campendium. Like all those things are good, but still, even with that, it's like you might run into an issue where there just isn't anything
near
along
you.
that road.
Yeah, like you were talking about, in some of those states, there's nothing. Someone said Charlie is pretty. Oh, Arbor Season said Charlie is pretty.
We love Arbor Season.
I love that. Oh, thank you. Someone said they loved our content with being in our family's farm in Iowa. We loved Iowa. Iowa is such a little hidden gem. It is such a great place. Okay, and then we had another couple questions that people asked in advance, so we'll go ahead and answer those.
Church calls brilliant. Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah, I was just like, we're just passing through. We're self-contained. We don't need a hookup. Can we just park in your parking lot? Okay. Any advice for someone who wants to build a bus, or any tips and tricks?
I would say there's just this huge community now, and people in this community are so willing to help others and so smart. So there's a ton of Facebook groups where people discuss how to build certain things or do things different ways. We watched so much YouTube
Yeah.
while we were building. So I think there's definitely just like resources, and don't be scared to DM people if you really like how they built something or just want advice. I feel like most people in the community really want to help others
Yeah.
join the community.
And I would say that, I mean, we were even talking the other day, like there's great resources out there, like books and, you know, different resources and stuff. But I also think some of that is also just like, that's how that person did it. But this is so new to most people. Like, you know what I mean? Like probably the past 10 years is where it's like really started to become things. And so a lot of this stuff isn't tried and tested, you know, like houses built in the 1930s, now all of a sudden they're realizing we need to do it this way because they've had that time and tested. So I think a lot of it is also just like you said, asking people what worked for them, what worked for this person, which one do I want to do? You know what I mean? And like trying to figure out, like we even talked about like, how do you do your floor? Do you put flooring first? You put it in like it's
you
like
put it in last.
Like, you'll find
Charlie's like, I got this guy.
You'll find people that do things completely different. Do we divert our urine diverter? Do we do a compost? Do we do? It's like just finding out though, like what are you going to comfortable? What works best for you, and working that. Now again, there's certain things like electric, like don't mess up with stuff like that. You know, like but yeah, I would. Biggest advice is just jump into the community and ask people.
So find a group of guys or girls that are starting to build at the same time as you guys, and that would be your graduation class, and you go through because we did that.
We really collaborate.
You go through certain accomplishments, like you might finish your bathroom or finish your bedroom, and it's rewarding and it keeps you motivated. So that's why I always give everyone that first tip. Just find
your people.
There's always people starting at this time.
Yeah. Someone wanted to know if we're all U.S. citizens. So I was born in Arkansas and then moved to Europe when I was literally like 3 months old. But I am a U.S. citizen.
I was born in Illinois. Nothing exciting about me.
And then
I was born in Texas.
Paint your tail.
Nah, I'm still an Australian citizen. I'm in the process of getting my American citizenship.
But he has a permanent resident card. It's just we haven't.
So
we need to go through the process of changing it to to get an actual passport, and there just hasn't been a reason to until recently.
Yeah, and then I'm exactly the same as Charlie, permanent resident, but just haven't got citizenship.
Both of our green card guys over here.
That's right. This person said, do you camp year round or only when the temperature's between 50 and 65 spring and summer? Well, it's actually like 32
degrees right
now.
So whenever.
We weather chased a lot when we were in our bus. Like purposely kept between like 16, 80 degrees.
Yeah.
I think diesel heaters made that possible.
To be in colder weather.
It's definitely easier to be in cooler weather than hotter weather, I feel like.
Yes.
Especially like for us, like if we didn't have dogs as well, it's like we could probably stick out the heat a little bit more. But it's like with the dogs and stuff, it's like I want to make sure that they're there was another question. If self-contained, how do you address human waste?
We say no. Get out of here.
We just don't poop.
So both of us have composting toilets, and so that's part of being self-contained. Is there's not a black tank holding or anything like that. It is a composting toilet, so the solids go in a separate compartment, and you can dispose of that safely, very easily. Yeah. Hopefully that helps answer that. Unless you want more information, we can give you more details if you'd like. But everyone else, are you okay with more details?
This person said, how do you make community with younger people? I'm in my 60s. Tips for relationships.
I love meeting people on the road that are like all different ages.
Same.
And I feel like just like all of us met because we messaged on social media. So definitely like if you feel like you like the vibes of maybe someone, like just message them and get talking. And then I love when you park somewhere and people, come up to you and make friends and ask questions. And
I totally agree.
And find like events that are going on. Like we made a lot of friends at the Van Fest, Skoolie Palooza.
Yeah.
And that was just cool to meet people that way.
Yeah, I love that. I agree. Like it doesn't matter. I mean, most people our age, I know your question is directed at like younger people and stuff like that. Most people our age, they just want to connect with anyone who's willing to connect kind of thing. So yeah, everything Nicole said, just go out there, say hello. And
I think we met the couple in the coffee shop and they were like our parents' age and
and we invited them out to dinner right after because it's just like, you just connect with people who have a good vibe.
Yeah, Nutritional Adventure says, I have to go, but I have to say, I respect your hustle. I have so much fun with your adventures. Ash, if we need a tiny home for the land, I'll reach out.
Oh, perfect.
The expert.
Thanks. Thanks. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, I'll go ahead and ask a couple that were pre-asked. But let us know in the comments and we'll try to get to it before we jump off.
This person said, if you could something different, do something different in your bus, what would you change?
That's a good question.
So one thing that we really want to do as well is we actually want to set up like a Zoom chat for people that are looking at building their bus and kind of talk about the things that we love about our bus that we wouldn't change, things that we would change instantly, and some things that's just like, this is a cool idea. I think right off the top of my head, I would add a max air fan to the front and back of the bus.
Because we only have it in the back right now. But these guys did a really good video on things they would do differently in their bus.
Yes.
On their Insta.
What do we say? We said no washer and dryer. That's a personal choice. I think it's like 50-50 what people think.
Yeah.
More outdoor storage.
But why wash? So the washer and dryer. So laundry mats, we love them. You just do 5 loads at a time, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
You see Ash's last video.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
I like laundry. It's good.
I like them too.
You meet the best.
Like,
You meet the best people there. You know. So.
Charlie normally does.
I just hate folding clothes.
I know,
That's
it's
my
folding
job.
stinks.
Charlie does it. And I fold it.
Oh, yeah. Good teamwork.
Yeah.
What else?
More outdoor storage. Skylights are really hard to build without them leaking.
Yeah. So before you build your skylight, just be extra cautious.
Maybe ask everyone who lives in a school bus if their skylight leaks and just do a poll and see what the answer is.
You're like, I have a 10% win ratio probability. And then I think for us, we would have done a mini split instead of a rooftop AC. The rooftop AC is solid. Like once it's going, oh my goodness, it gets everything so cool and cold. But yeah, we can't easily run it off grid. Yeah. And I mean, most ACs you need a beefy little setup, but mini splits are just much more energy efficient. So we would have done a mini split.
Yep.
Is that a question?
I think I'd have also done foam insulation.
Oh, because you guys did spray foam, right?
No, we did rock wool.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, hopefully that kind of helps answer that for you. I think both of us are really happy with our layouts. We both really we have kind of similar layouts, and all of us really like the separation of spaces. Yeah. Like someone can be hanging out up front and someone else can be in the back doing their own thing. So that's the flip of your question. That's something I would definitely do again, is a similar layout.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Another question that we got. Dun, dun, dun. Love the A-frame. Will you do a YouTube channel for it?
We started YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, they're on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
We said if we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll talk about doing a long form, but we need Scott to teach us how to edit.
So let's hear from you guys. Do you think they should do a YouTube? Have you checked out their YouTube? Subscribe, check out their shorts. It's a very, very good stuff. And then for us, will we see a full tour of your bus?
Yeah, come on, guys.
So
once it's finished.
And it's finished enough. It's
you guys are living in it.
We're
don't
living
have
in
any
it.
kitchen cabinet doors. We don't have a bathroom.
So that is our plan, though. Once we finish, Photoshop it. Once we do finish our build, we will be doing a full tour. I think that's something that a lot of people don't, I guess, realize, is that we our bus isn't 100% done yet. I mean, everyone says it never is, but that's how it is in a house too. But I mean, we do have some pretty big projects left to finish. We were just ready to hit the road, and everything's usable. So we're just like, let's go.
And we're so glad we did.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
otherwise we wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah. Just the experience of getting out there now. There is a plans to get it finished, but it's just like, it's also just fun getting out there and doing it.
What's that say, Scott?
I've been following all of you, Bussy McBussface. Loved watching you all.
Thank you so much. We love Bussy McBussface. What does that one say?
Laurenato just said, thanks for answering questions. We enjoyed. Thanks so much for joining.
Oh, thank you for being here. Okay, yeah, guys, let us know if you have any other questions. We'll probably be jumping off soon. And then, do you guys have a full tour of your bus somewhere?
Yes.
There we go. On our Instagram, I think I pinned it to the top. There's a 60-second video.
There we go.
So it's really fast, but there is an in-depth video on YouTube
on our
somewhere.
Instagram. Oh, YouTube's on like Tiny House.
Yeah, but we'll put one out on YouTube. That'll be our first video.
Charlie's committing. You heard it here first.
Look at that.
Somebody
What's up, Kyle?
What's up?
Somebody
Mission, mate.
said, "What is our future plans?" I know you guys talked about yours, like renovating this place, probably doing a balance of both
Yeah.
here, traveling. I think our next future plans right now is we have a trip planned to England, and so we're gonna make
So
our way back
exciting.
down south, park up the bus, take a trip to England, and then we'll probably stay in North Carolina for Christmas with the family,
Yeah.
and then next year is like kind of like the big adventure. We want to do Florida, Texas, and make ourselves ways
So
out
yeah, we're
west.
gonna go south and then hit west and then go north. So we're gonna make a big U of the United States and just hit it.
And we're gonna try
You.
and finish rehabbing so we can meet you.
Yes, I know. What does the newest one say?
Have you come up with a checklist to go over before hitting the road? It's
Yes,
so funny you say
yes.
that because we haven't actually wrote it down, but I said to Ash, we need like a, what's it called?
Yes,
A
you
SOP.
do.
You do.
SOP. Because it's like there's certain things that we need to do as we hit the road that I like, crap, I forgot about this. So funny story, the other day, we normally have a locked fridge. And it normally clicks in, but the past couple times it's not been locking in. We was driving down the road. Ashley walkie-talkies me. I was like, "Hey, did you click the fridge lock?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did." But I'm like, "There's nothing we can do now." Like I'm driving, and within like 5 minutes later, I put on the
Crash.
brakes, and the fridge opens up, and everything's locked
Bottles
out.
everywhere, broken bottles. It was crazy. But we have been like kind of adding to our little list, but we need to
Yeah.
write it down.
We do.
Yeah.
But checking
That's
our coolant before we hit the road, checking our lines, checking the engine, making sure things are safely put away inside the bus.
Yeah.
All that's important.
I think fridge is a big one for a lot of people. Kyle's on, I think. He spilled salsa all over the inside of his fridge. But our fridge has never opened.
Really?
You
lucky dog.
It's tough, it's tough,
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And it's sideways.
It's
which is
sideways,
also-
you're right, yeah.
that's
Make sure
true.
your skylights are.
Yeah, we
Well,
had. Yeah.
And put the right way.
and build them. That's how
Yeah.
you tell. Way, yeah,
If you were building a bus, everything that you put on the roof, make sure it hinges so when it closes towards the back.
Yes.
Because otherwise,
The wind will
You're
pick it up.
speaking from experience, maybe.
Yeah.
TBD.
don't
That's
do
things
what
you
we
just
did.
might not think about. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good tips right there.
And hi, Jay's mom, Jane's on, and we're gonna go visit Scott's family in the Rotherham area. So that's where we'll be in England. If you're nearby, we'd love to say hello. Well, you all take care. Be safe on your journeys. Charlie and Nicole, good luck with the house.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Aw, that's awesome. Okay, let me just make sure I didn't miss anyone's questions from before. Well, you guys don't have to stop talking.
We
Yeah.
gotta talk to each other.
We did any advice, and then let me check this one.
Yeah, 'cause you guys got some
Oh,
questions.
someone wanted to know why we're so cool. It's too hard
'Cause
to
we're in Wisconsin,
explain. Yeah,
30 degrees.
It's 32
It's
degrees.
really cold here.
The weather up here just tends to be cool.
No, those were all the questions.
Cool.
Oh my gosh! Well, thank you guys so much for spending some of your Sunday with us.
Ooh,
Hello from Spain.
Hello.
Hi.
Yay.
Yeah. Hola, ¿cómo está?
Awesome. Well, guys, thanks so much for joining us. We're gonna jump off. But if anybody's here and they're building or thinking about building all this stuff, reach out to Nicole and Charlie. They are the pros. And they'll answer
So we got
all
one
the
more
questions.
question here, Scott. You
Okay.
answer this one.
Who would win in a wrestling match of Charlie and Scott?
Oh, let's do it right now. Right
Oh,
now. Done, son.
Yes.
oh, the shoulders. That's
Okay, we're gonna go paint a bedroom. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
How do I end this?